Hey love, it is I, the feel-good rebel, Balnuna Christiane, sitting here in my room and knitting a rag. Anyway, in reality, I want a conversation. Like, I love just talking about things and, exploring topics and stuff like that. But as I sit here, I will just talk with myself and imagine that you are there thinking with me, talking with me, pondering on things with me. And if you would like to hang out with me, because this is the vibe when I invite you to my conversations, my reflection. This is the vibe. So feel free to join me on Thursday, July 10th for our Reflect, Let Go and Anchor In session. It's full moon and we'll talk about the moon and the energy and what we want to let go of, what we want to anchor in, and just kind of reflect and then just hang out for a bit. And that's enough of that. What I really wanted to talk about today was death. And I think it's a topic that most of us don't really want to talk about, don't really want to, acknowledge exists. But one thing is certain is that we're all going to die. We're all going to go somewhere else. We're all going to perish and we're all going to stop existing in this world as we are, right? And we don't know when that will happen. And oftentimes we don't want to think about it. I should have researched something before I came here because I remember there was a time when I thought a lot about death. Because I lost my mom in 2017 and it gave me a lot of anxiety in the sense that I kind of got panic attacks thinking about my own death. Like I could feel a pain in my hip or my foot and I would say, oh my God, it's cancer and I'm gonna die in a couple of days, and that kind of sucks. I still have those kind of bouts once in a while, but they're rare, fortunately, and I do have support, so don't worry about that. But I do consciously think about death as well, like every once in a while, maybe a couple of times a week actually. And when I go to bed or when I wake up or when I, go about my day, because it's a given. It's what will happen. We will die, right? And I feel that we don't really talk about it and we would rather just deny that it'll happen. And when it does, we are heartbroken. And of course we are, because we get attached to each other and we connect with each other, and that's wonderful. But I feel there was this group of people that I don't remember. That's the part that I wanted to have researched. There's this group of people who remind themselves about death every day in order to remind themselves to live every day. And I don't remember who that group of people was. Anyway, I remember when I learned about it, I learned there was an app as well, reminding you, like giving you small quotes about death, like a reminder every day. And I remember to think about death today. And maybe that's a bit macabre, but I kind of like the idea because I feel that it's a good reminder that we are not here at all times. We don't exist here indefinitely. We have this time that we have now. Like, I am 43 years old. I don't know if I'll reach 44 or maybe 104. I don't know. I have no idea, right? Whatever it may be, I am determined to get the best out of this life that I have. And that is continuously exploring, how can I grow? How can I expand? How can I dive into this, feeling good that I work with as the feel-good rebel, obviously. How can I feel better? And how can I, enjoy my life more? How can I do more of the things that I enjoy? How can I, put two things together that I enjoy very much, having a imaginary conversation with you while I knit, because I like knitting. I like doing things with my hands, being creative. And I know that maybe making a rag and just, knitting even without purling, no pattern or anything, just knitting, is not that creative, but it's cozy and it's nice, and I really enjoy this. I also like doing this when I watch movies, and I love watching movies as well. So how can I put these things together, just how can I enjoy my life more? How can I add feel goodness to my life? And when I remind myself about that I will die at some point, and I don't know when, my loved ones will die, I don't know when, it reminds me to cherish the moments that I have. It reminds me to feel gratitude toward the things that I have and the people that I have in my life, and relish in it in a way that I wouldn't if I didn't think about it, right? Like, I look at my husband every day, almost every day, well, at least when we are here, when I'm not traveling or whatever, and I want to punch him in the face because I love him so much, right? Do you know that feeling? Okay, I admit I have a lot of cute aggression. Even my cat is on the brink of death every day due to my cute aggression. Anyway, so that might not be the reason. I won't act on it, but do you know that feeling when you love someone so much you just want to, you want to squeeze them to death? Not literally, obviously, because I want them to live forever. But that won't happen either. So I must be grateful for the time that we have. And I think that's a good thing, for me at least, to think about. And I know that we have different lived experiences and we have different worldviews and we see life in different ways, but this is my way of seeing life, and I do think about death quite often to remind myself that I'll die and the people that I love will die. And I don't know if that's because I have experienced my mom die and then I know that. I remember when I was a kid, I just didn't want her to die. I wanted her to live forever. And I feel that that's something that I want to experience. Like, that's what I want the people I love to do. But they won't, will they? So I have to cherish the time that we have together, and I have to cherish the time with myself as well, right? Because I want to experience my own life to the fullest. And then comes the notion, I could keep going and I'll go on every tangent I know or come to think of at all times. So stop me if you can. Well, like, that also makes me think about like how we are living life. We live life, we get this, we are put on this yellow brick road, we are put on this earth in whatever environment that we're put on, and we are taught how to see the world by our parents, by our guardians, by our society, by our surroundings and our environment. And this is how it is. And I feel that in my experience, there's a lack of curiosity around things that are known. Like people that look different than us, people who are different, and I would love more curiosity around how we can, coexist in a wonderful world together. I think there was 2 different tangents I tried to start on at the same time. But nonetheless, whatever, right? This dying stuff makes you really think about how you want to live life. Do you want to live a life full of feeling good? Or do you want to live a life full of, being judgmental or full of hate or, feeling anger, regret, and all those negative emotions? Or do you want to pursue a life of, curiosity and what could happen if, in a positive way, right? What would happen if I connected? What would happen if I explored this thing that I'm excited about? What would happen if I expressed myself in a way that feels good? What would happen if I said the things that were in my heart to the people that I wanted to tell? What would happen if, what will happen if I live my life the way that I feel that I want to live it, right? And that is exactly what I'm trying to do at all times. And as a former people pleaser, it's really, really difficult at times because you're so used to thinking about what other people think, how other people see you, how other people will react, and and it doesn't really matter. I mean, the world is so scary as it is, but what really matters is you. What really matters is how you see the world, how you want to exist in it, how you want to express yourself, how you want to experience your life. And there are so many ways to, unlearn the things that we have learned. Like, I have spent a lot of time unlearning all the things that I've learned. I've learned to put myself last. I don't do that anymore. Obviously, I'm sitting here knitting. It's 1:30 in the afternoon, and I work for myself. I'm self-employed. So I have chosen my life like this because I wanted it to be like this. And I'm practicing, spending my time in a way that feels good to me, and unlearning the hustle culture of you have to get up early to be successful, right? And yes, I want to be successful, but I don't want to get up early if I'm tired, because if I'm tired when I wake up and haven't slept at all, I will be, I won't be able to do anything. I won't be able to be who I want to be, So I sleep until I can't sleep anymore, so to speak. I sleep until I wake up, and then I get up and I start working there, right? And take care of myself as the first thing, because I feel that's important to me, for me to function the way that I want to function, and to share the things that I want to share, and connect with myself, connect with spirit as I'm trying to practice, and connect with the world, the universe, my intentions, the way that I want to live, and my feel-goodness. How do I want to spend the day? And that is what death brings to me. That is, the positive side of not knowing when you'll cease to exist is that you cherish every moment. If you think about it, you get to, at least. And that's the purpose of this life in me. Well, in my life. That's my purpose. To feel as good as possible and to experience life to its fullest in the way that I want to and can, in the way that I'm able to expand and grow and express myself. So that's where I'm at. How do you think about death, and how do you think about life, and how do you think about your existence here on this earth? I know I'm laughing right now, but it's so profound questions, right? They're so big, and yeah, but I am truly and genuinely curious. I would love to know how you see life and how you experience life, and what you think about death and stuff. I'll add a little trigger warning in the beginning, because I know that some people might not be ready to talk about death. It's closer to some people than others, right? And I know that. I want to acknowledge that it can be difficult, but to me it's a reminder of life. Right, I think that was the rant for now, and I have if you wanted a conversation, if you want my way of looking at life, if you like that, I'm a coach. You can hire me to have conversation with me, and I can help you, figure out what's inside you, I can help you expand and, figure out what's blocking you from feeling the things that you want to feel, and explore which direction you want to go, and how we can go about it. I do have somatic practices and breath work and tapping and some knowledge around how our body works and our mind works in order to help you feel safe and feel good as you know, explore these challenging subjects that might come up when we uncover things. So I want you to feel absolutely safe with me and invite you to book a clarity call if you feel like it. I'm inviting you to more things in this video. I should only have one call to action in one video. Well, here's to doing it differently. You can send me a message if you're interested in having a conversation, like one-on-one. I do offer 15-minute clarity calls, and then we can see if I can help you, or we can see if we're a fit, or you can decide that, oh, that's all I needed, I don't need anything else. Then okay, well, that's fine. I do not expect, like, just because you reach out that, oh, now you have to pay me. I would love to, but that's just me. But you know what? I don't expect it. I would rather that we feel good about working together, and you feel safe with me, and I feel that I can actually help you. There might be some instances that I can't, and I will be honest about that. So anyway, a little thought about death, a little thought about life, and a little call to action to invite you to my conversation and reflection on Thursday in my group. I'll put a link in the comments, or it's in my profile, and invite you to book a clarity call if you feel like you want to work with me on a coaching basis. I do offer just one-off, like you can just hire me for 1 hour, or you can hire me for 3 hours, or you can hire me for a program, like a 3-month-long session thing. So if you want to work with me for a longer period, we can do that as well. Anyway, let's stop it. It's getting longer. I'm just rambling on because I like rambling on. I will listen, of course, as well if we speak together. Anyway, see you. I wish you a wonderful day. Toodoo.